Okay, let's just jump right in. The world of modern business can feel, well, kind of like a mess, right? A random pile of skills and terms you're just supposed to know. Today, we're going to crack that code. We are going to build the modern business playbook, piece by piece.
I mean, think about it. The modern workplace throws everything at you. 1 second, you need to be a lawyer defining a prospectus. The next, you're a statistician calculating standard deviation. Then, someone's yelling, just hit Control-T, you're supposed to build a dashboard in Power BI, and you have to have an opinion on how AI is changing everything. It's a lot.
So, that leads to the big question, doesn't it? With all this stuff coming at you from every angle, from your old college exams to the latest tech conference, how do you filter out the noise? What are the skills that actually matter? The ones that really build that powerful, modern business playbook?
To figure that out, we've broken our playbook down into 4 key chapters. First, we're going to learn to speak the language of business. Then, we'll get into making sense of all the numbers. After that, we'll load up our toolkit with the power tools modern analysts use every day. And finally, we'll take a peek over the horizon at the future of commerce with AI. Sound good? Let's go.
First up, the language of business. It's pretty simple, really. Before you can win the game, you've got to know the rules. You have to speak the language. This stuff is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about.
So, let's cover some of that core vocabulary. Imagine this. A public company wants to raise money. That money is its share capital. To get it, they sell tiny pieces of ownership to people like you and me. But to do that legally, they have to publish a prospectus. That's the official rule book for the sale. Now, if they want to borrow money instead, they issue a debenture, which is basically just a fancy corporate IOU. See? These aren't just words on a test. They're the actual building blocks of how companies work.
And here's where the rubber meets the road with cash flow. So a company sells shares, but they might not ask for all the cash up front. If a shareholder is really eager and pays early, that's a call in advance. Awesome for the company's bank account. But if they miss the deadline, that's a call in arrears, and that's a major headache for the finance department. It's a simple idea, but it shows you the real-world accounting that's happening constantly behind the scenes.
So why does any of this jargon matter? Because it's not just for lawyers and accountants. If you want to understand how healthy a company is, or read an annual report, or even just make a smart investment, you have to know what these words mean. This language is the key that unlocks the entire corporate world.
All right, so now that we can speak the language, it's time to understand what it's all about. The numbers. This is where we start building our own analytical engine, all powered by statistics.
So, imagine someone slides this table in front of you. It's straight out of a statistics paper. It shows the test scores for a group of students. Okay, it's just raw data. We see the numbers, but what are they really telling us?
And that's the real question, isn't it? Having the data is one thing, but that's just step one. The actual magic happens in what you do next. How do you turn this jumble of numbers into a story that actually makes sense?
Well, this is where a cool concept called central tendency comes into play. It's all about finding the center or the heart of your data. For those student scores, the mean gives you the overall class average. The median points you to the student who's right in the middle of the pack. And the mode tells you the most common score that popped up. Each one is a different clue that helps you find the signal in the noise.
And that's exactly why statistics are so critical in business. It's not about abstract math. It's about the process of taking messy, raw numbers and turning them into clear, solid insights. Whether you're looking at sales data or test scores, stats give you the power to make decisions based on evidence, not just a hunch.
Okay, we've got the language down, and we've got the analytical concepts. Now for the fun part, the actual tools you use to make it all happen. Let's open up the Modern Analyst Toolkit.
And so much of the time, that toolkit starts with Excel. But here's the secret. The pros don't click around in menus. You get a messy spreadsheet? Boom, Control+T turns it into a perfect table. Need to add everything up? Alt+= does it for you. Need to find something specific? Control+Shift+L flips your filters on and off. These aren't just little tricks, they let you work at the speed of thought.
But what happens when your data gets huge, and you need to tell a really compelling story with it? Well, that's when you graduate to a tool like Power BI. This is where you go from just calculating numbers to creating amazing, interactive visualizations.
So, what is Power BI really? Just think of it as a data magnet. It can pull in information from almost anywhere, Excel files, websites, you name it, and helps you turn all of that raw data into beautiful interactive dashboards that can show you things you never would have seen otherwise.
And the whole process makes a ton of sense. First, you pull in your raw, messy data and clean it all up. Next, you build a model and create your own custom calculations. And then, the best part, you bring it all to life with visuals, building reports and dashboards you can share with literally anyone. It's awesome.
And that brings us to our final section, the next chapter that is literally being written in the playbook as we speak, artificial intelligence. Now, this isn't some science fiction idea anymore. Check out this quote from a recent international business conference. Their main goal was to help people gain knowledge in the area of AI utilized by the corporates. It's not a future thing. It's a right now thing. It's a core business skill.
So where is AI making the biggest splash? Well, the conference really focused on 3 big areas: HR, marketing, and finance. And it makes sense, right? In HR, AI is scanning thousands of resumes to find that perfect person. In marketing, it's creating ads that feel like they're reading your mind. And in finance, it's sniffing out fraud faster than any human ever could. It is changing the very engine of how business works.
So, there you have it. From the language of company law all the way to AI, we've pieced together the modern business playbook. But here's the most important takeaway. This playbook is never finished. It's a living thing, always being updated. So the real question isn't just about what's in the playbook today. It's about which skill you're going to master for tomorrow.